Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tea and Taboos. We are the T and the A. And today we're here with Tracy.
Yeah, I'll get there. I promise. I will.
And I'll
At
get
some
there.
point, I was looking for my office.
Yeah.
My view.
It's such a, I really wish that I can just like dive into that picture whenever I see it, like even the gorgeous like big green plant in the background. I wonder what plant that is actually. I want one of those for the balcony.
Well,
I
I
have
know
to go
it's
and,
some kind of rubber plant,
yeah,
but I don't
something
know
like
which
that.
one. I
Trying
know
to make outside a green jungle, as it were. But
yeah,
yes, today we're talking about
many things. What's in the news?
what's in the news first off.
What is in the news? What in the news? Oh yeah, I know. Where are we? We are hiring. Actually, we're not on our TV on this little show, but we're talking about people who are working.
Yeah, we can't afford to hire anyone. We can't even afford to hire ourselves. But
can't afford to pay attention at this point.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. It's really incredibly hard to find a job, it seems, right now. I don't know if it's this recession. It's the fact that employees maybe can't afford to actually pay people. I think that's also
I mean,
it. I think
employees get paid.
employees. That's it. Oh yeah, that's true. Employers, sorry. Maybe they can't afford to hire people. That's what I found, you know.
Well, yes and no. I mean, yeah, granted they've put the amount up, but I mean, you take a look at where we're looking. Okay, and I'm gonna put this little picture up for posterity. Yeah, there we go. Archbishop of Sanitation Enterprises. Fancy title, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the janitor, dude. You're the freaking janitor.
Archbishop of Sanitation Enterprises. Yes, I much prefer that term. Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly a title.
And here's the issue. They've got saying, oh, you've got, you should. I got this particular picture from some sort of like report saying, should you let employees give themselves their titles? I think at this point, no. Do you want to know why?
How come?
Well, okay, so I've been looking for some sort of like part-time jobs, freelance jobs and stuff, or something that, something I can just do that's for fun, nothing too crazy. And you go online, as you do, chicka. And you type in all the wonderful things of the types of jobs you've done. And one of the jobs I've done years ago was window dressing. Yeah, I used to do window dressing for a retail store back in the day. I was very good with Christmas decorations and baby, the baby displays for all their little toys and the soft, lovely little clothes and stuff. It was really pretty and it smelled nice.
Oh, I love that. I can see you doing that.
Yeah, and I used to have a lot of fun with that. And so I put, window dressing. What does the internet send up to me? What does it send up? Oh no. We have a window washing job.
A window washing. There you go.
Okay. They've got it under title window dresser, but the job, as in the description, is washing windows. Now,
oh my God,
wash my own windows at home. I mean, I will.
I barely do it. Who wants to do that? Nobody really wants to do that.
Exactly. I mean, and this is the problem with titles.
I don't even want to do that myself. I don't wake up in the morning and be like, I really want to wash my windows today. I really want to do that. Not even my mirror. Like, I'm not fancy. I get like a paper towel and just, I'm not like one of those people that clean things. Yeah, exactly. As long as I can see out of it or see into it, I'm like, but I don't think it's probably good money being a window washer, but I don't think there's many people that are like, I really want to be that. Well, it's like my destiny.
It's not only that, it's like also as well, they either want to put down a window dress as window washer or merchandiser. Now, merchandiser works for a company or in a retail outlet, and they have to do all the stock take in the back. They have to keep the reports of what's in stock. You have to do a whole bunch of dodgery work there. And
Yeah.
also check that you've got the stock on the shelf. I'm going, that is not a window dresser.
That is not a window dresser. No.
I put
Window
visual
dressing
display
is creative.
artist. Visual
Yeah.
display artists. I got a few that were kind of like what I was looking for. The rest of them, window washer, merchandiser. I'm thinking, and there I was thinking, no,
Oh my
no.
God.
I am just going to be the Archbishop of Sanitation Enterprises because this is shit.
Well, it's so misleading as well. Like, that's such a creative thing to do with being a window dresser. You know, you have to have like a creative eye, and you've always had a creative eye. Yeah.
I can't draw. I'm not a painter. It's the only thing artistic I really can do other than writing, which is not quite for display purposes.
Yeah, but like visually, I think you always admire things like quite visually. Like whenever you've got like a gorgeous picture, you always sort of go into the description like, oh, look what I found, look at this beautiful picture, and you're very visual. So yeah, that's totally different than a window cleaner. I would love to be a window dresser in like a fashion store.
Well,
like,
it was a fashion store. I did fashion
that.
windows as well, but I preferred the Christmas and the baby windows because they were also a lot easier because otherwise you're fighting with mannequins.
That's true, but I would love to do something like that. Like, I've always enjoyed fashion and garments and dresses. Like, I love even designing them and drawing them, but I can't make them. I'm terrible at sewing. But even just like
there's
having
only
that
so much
visual...
creativity I have. I've got a friend who's really, really arty and designs clothes and stuff like that. I've got others that can artistic. I mean, they drew the logo. I know people with. I don't have those talents. Mine are elsewhere. But it's not window washing.
Shout out to Craig, is it, who actually designed our logo for Tea and Taboos. Yeah, our steampunk kind of thing we got going up there. But yeah, and that's the thing, misleading. I think that's a good term to use, misleading with advertising with these jobs, because you're like, you look at the title and you're like, oh, that sounds fun. And then when you actually go into the description, duties include this. I actually wanted to work at the liquor board LCBO warehouse. And I thought, but then they didn't hire me because turns out I have to lift boxes of hefty, big weight.
That's the other thing. Can you lift 50 kilograms? No, I bloody well can't.
Yeah. So I didn't get it. I'm like, you know what? There's going to be some, person out there who's strong, who can actually do that laboring work. And,
exactly. And then they turn around and then you got gender equality, right? And they're saying, oh, you can have this job. Well, it's all very well that we've got gender equality, but if you can't lift 50 kilograms, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Really.
Exactly.
And unless you're a strong woman or somebody who's big and muscular, even amongst guys, you've got to be able to have upper body strength to lift things. You've got to know what you're doing. It's a whole long, I want equality, but I'm not going to lift 50 kilograms. I can barely lift 20.
Well, that's it. Like, I can't even lift a pair of shears or be on my feet right now because of my foot still. So it's just, and that's what it comes down to. It's just the strength of the person. A lot of people, they're like, you're being sexist. I'm like, it could just be that they're stronger than you.
Exactly. I don't mind. I'm sure if there's a woman out there who's like a strong woman and she wants to be able to do that kind of job and she can go for it. But the large majority of us don't do that.
Yeah.
Not even amongst the men.
Even, one of my girlfriends whom I worked with at the London Dungeon, shout out to Tash, she's incredible. She's doing all this bodybuilding and she is so effing strong. I can't even put a finger on like how many kilograms that she's lifting, but she could do that job.
Exactly, but no, not me.
Canada got a job lined up for you already. But she'll pick it up and she'll run and she'll walk like it's nothing. I can't do what she can do. So it's not about always gender. It's about masses and body,
and whether you actually want to do this stuff. I mean,
exactly.
When they say window washing, you could be down on the ground floor. You could be flying high up in a trapeze type machinery thing up in the air. I'm trying to clean condo windows. Are you nuts? I hate heights. I'm great at ground floor level, but beyond that,
and that's another thing. Exactly. It's like, oh, it sounds enticing and intriguing and fun maybe at thirst and I can make some money out of this. But then when it comes down to what you might actually do, and they get you up on like a tightrope in the sky, and then you realize this is quite risky. I'm actually dabbling with my life a bit. Then it's like, is it worth it? You know?
Yeah. And then and I'm gonna, you see this little lovely thing here where it says, for every broke or unemployed millennial, there is a boomer earning six figures that can't open a PDF. Lie, pants on fire. No, as long as it's
Yeah, not
telephone
true.
wire. I can open PDF.
Trace is more technical than me. I struggle more with technology, you know, and people, you know, I've got people who just get a PC or a computer. You know, I don't understand it. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I'm very traditional. I like to write down my little notes.
Yeah,
I like to talk to people on the phone. You know, that's why I'm so terrible with texting and replying, because I'd rather sit and chat on the phone for an hour as opposed to going with little
I know, my
text
thumbs
messages.
get sore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, if we're going to go back and forth, just call me. Yeah.
If they want to say that I'm technically handicapped, when it comes to my phone, I am technically handicapped. Serious.
Technically handicapped.
But to me, my phone is my phone. It is not my camera. I am not used to using it as such. I don't. And when I do, I use it like it is a camera, like it's not a phone. So it's like
exactly.
Other people I know can put the two together and they're fine. I'm going,
even these days, I used to be really vain or maybe more insecure, and I always would be like, oh, I need a phone that's gonna like help me take good selfies. I don't even care about that anymore. Like, I just want a phone to capture moments if I'm going to an event, or to capture hair for what I do in my day-to-day job. Like, I don't use it as like,
and to phone your friends.
Yeah, and to call your friends, exactly. I don't be like, oh, it has to be perfect so I can take like 1,000 selfies every day. Like, no. So yeah, I'm like with technology, I'm just like, just call me. Just reel it back to being old school. Just call me. Don't send me essays and essays and essays. Just call me, you know.
And the fact that they also think that all boomers are earning six figures. Do you know how many 50-year-olds and plus have had to go out and learn new jobs just to get a job? Or how many times, I mean, I don't have a PhD, but I've got a couple of degrees. So now there's a couple of jobs that I would, and this was a couple of years ago after I'd got my degrees, that I'd like to have gone and tried for. And it's a case of they want you to have a PhD, 10 years experience, but they're only prepared to pay you minimum wage.
Yeah.
Sorry, pardon. Yeah. And this is even more so looking at it when you're thinking, hang on a second, I've now got 2 degrees, I've got nearly 30 years working experience, which was about 10 years ago. And you're telling me you're still only prepared to pay. Are you freaking crazy?
Isn't that insane, though? Isn't that absolutely ridiculous? You know, you have someone with the credentials who's been doing a job for about 30-something years. Oh, it could not even be that. It could be like, well, now we've brought in this new type of technology, so you have to go away and do
anymore.
Yeah, exactly that. Or they're like, you have to go and do a whole course, which is going to cost you loads of money, so that you can figure out how to use this new machine. Like, it's just, you know, and that's nothing, as you said, you know, we don't even have really cashiers anymore. It's all scan.
Yeah, exactly.
Scan,
and it's and yeah, it's ridiculous. And I think to myself, you know, putting people out of work, putting these stupid, I mean, granted, if all you've got is a pack of gum on a whatever to go through those self-serve machines, carry on. Yeah. Stop wasting everybody's time in a queue. But
exactly,
me, if I'm doing my monthly or weekly shop, I don't want to do that through some self-serve.
No.
I still have to pack my own stuff. Why must I do my self-serve as well? You know, through the whole machine.
Exactly. It's a service. When you get a cashier, it is a service that they're providing you. So why do I need to do your job by scanning and packing? Like, that is a service.
And
like,
to be perfectly honest with you, if they were hiring to do packing on a Friday evening, or I'd go down and do packing, because those bags aren't heavy. That, you know, they're just shopping bags.
And it's quite.
They used to give people decent jobs, you know. So we'll start you in the packing section, and you could end up a CEO 60 or 30, 40 years later. Not anymore. You'll never get off the backpacking line.
Well, that's it. And that's what concerns me in this age of technology. That's the only thing that, I mean, I would want technology to help people and to help people connect. But when it comes to taking people's jobs, no, like, I don't like it then. Like, you know, if I were to wake up tomorrow and be like, hi, Alana, you don't need to come into the salon today because, you know, we have this new robot that can cut people's hair and wash quicker than you. I'd be very devastated. You know, like, oh,
Exactly.
you're deemed useless now because we have this new robot and they can do 15 haircuts in the space of an hour, you know, like something like that, you know.
And on that note,
On
when
that note.
hairdressers go onto AI or AI become hairdressers, we must sign off. We will say, please do like and subscribe. We are Tea and Taboos. I am Tracy.
And I'm Alana. We'll catch you guys next time.
Ciao for now. Bye.
Bye.